Guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do DC's Batgirls issue number 3 with a very ugly cover and ugly backgrounds. And well, it's not only ugly but very simplistic too. So yeah, we're gonna do it. So the writers are Becky, Cloonan, and Michael W. Conrad, and Jorge Corona is the art. I'll leave it up to you if you want to read the next one. And this is canceled already, I guess. I heard. Sorry, I'm just. Who wants to watch this? I mean, I'm going off the rails a little bit here. Well, sidetracking. I don't get why we always get. Well, not always, but lately, let's have a cool DC character, and then they come up with. Oh, Naomi. Do you know who she is? I don't have a fucking clue. Yeah, well, I know a little bit of, but she's a pretty uninteresting new character. Instead of, I don't know, make maybe a Creeper show or a Blue Beetle show with, I believe they are doing that, but I'm not, but you know what I mean. I mean, how can you expect people to tune in if they even know what these characters are? I mean, nobody reads Naomi. Nobody. Okay, that was my rant a little bit here, if you can call it a rant. Anyway, so we have Antifa-guy, and that's how I'm calling for now. And it seems that Cassie here, well, no, this is Cassie, this is Stephanie, is being, I don't know, hypnotized by, I don't know, the gases. Not sure how the gases are getting up here and why Cassandra is not infected. But then Cassandra helps, her friend to snap out of here. And she does. And then Barbara calls. And he said, what's the status? And they say, hey, Oracle, we rigged the gizmo. But Tutor is out here is hypnotizing fools. So Tutor is the Antifa guy. And she says, well, there's some fear toxins, etc. And so instead of listening to Barbara, they're doing, I don't know, amateur stuff and diving right in instead of, I don't know, making a plan. I mean, these are Batgirls. They are doing this for a very, very long time. So instead of, using strategy or something like that, no, just dive into those gases. And, what happened is exactly what you expect to happen. They are getting dizzy and not feeling well, and Antifa guy is getting out of here. And they're seeing nightmares and stuff, and I don't know what not. I mean, I don't mind the colors. The colors are nice, and some part of the art is nice. I have to say that. But mostly, it's the writing that gets me the most. It's just really bad, and I don't know. It appeals probably more for the younger audience, and I don't mind that. But I wish sometimes I think the writers think how younger people think and feel, which is not the case. The dialogue is so bad. Although I'm an old guy, but I'm pretty sure that's not how a lot of younger girls or young men are acting or talking to each other. Not only that, it's also filled with stuff that I'm going to show you later. So let's move on for now. And anyway, so they are retreating to, well, not the Batcave, but to the house that they are living in. And I don't know, Barbara is doing some Rorschach test on Stephanie to see how she feels. And she says, hey, can we be done now, Babs? The gas war of hours ago. Will this even tell you anything? And she says, maybe. The fear gas was diluted with a nitrous oxide, which might explain his ability to mind control. It's possible that his art is a trigger effect or something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could have come up with that kind of stuff, right? It's not that. Oh, my God. So, yeah, somehow, well, it says here. I'm not going to explain that. Anyway, and they are talking about, so, the talking goes a little bit further. And then it seems that Antifa guy has his art all over the city. And lo and behold, Tutor has an art gallery. So yeah, that is pretty smart of I don't know, a guy that wants to burn the city down because he hates capitalism, etc. Yeah, make flyers about your next exhibition. Is that how you say it? Yeah, pretty smart, but stupid at the same time. I mean, if you are a criminal, you want to lay low. You don't want to go out there and say, hey, I'm here. Except if you are, I don't know, the Riddler or the Joker, but those are the big guys, not this low level nobody. Anyway, so, and then, these two girls talk about the Hill Ripper. So, yeah, there's a murderer. And every time they talk about the murderer and they suspect their neighbor, Bab says, oh no, he's an old guy. He can't be doing it. No, just give me some evidence. She just completely ignores all the signs and warnings. But yeah. So, of course, they're going to prove with the evidence and probably later on, it's my guess, but that, the writing is so simplistic, you can see everything from a mile away, right? All right. And they talk about coffee, like young people in Starbucks, because that's probably the reference. Am I right, young people? Yeah, you go to Starbucks, right? Drinking coffee every day. And it seems that Cassandra is making the best coffee and she's good at everything. And she just says, put grinds in the thing and press button while she is sitting here in a onesie. Because that is what young girls doing every day with their friends. And then Barbara says, new rule, Cass makes the coffee from here on out. Sorry, I'm a snob. What is the snob thing? Oh, God. Okay. Suck it in, Marinus. Easy, breathe in, breathe out. All right, so they're making a plan, and the plan is like I said, as simplistic as it gets. So they are going to do, to this art gallery, and then they are going to do perimeter sweeps, set up a microgrid that gives the access to every online device in the data, and then they hack the phones and communication and track location, etc. And then they will suggest, hey, why don't you come with us? Like free Batgirls, that's pretty cool. So okay, I could get behind that. And then she says, no, I won't attending, because Seer, that's the other villain, the original villain that I'm, nothing too little about, because the Seer is hunting Barbara or the Batgirls for whatever reason. And she says, hey, I cannot do it because otherwise my network is going to be compromised again. Hold that thought, guys, here. And besides, I've been to enough gallery openings to know that they are not my scene. Yes, because, yeah, you are really a snob, Barbara, because I remember Batman going into sewers, for clues or evidence or, looking for a criminal or even a villain. And I'm pretty sure that the sewer is not his scene, but he goes there anyway because he's the fucking Batman and he's doing his job, you lazy bum. Anyway, so she says, I'm not going to do it. All right. So we have some news here, and they are talking about the art exhibition here on the boat with the tutor and blah, blah, blah. And there's some important people there. And, all right. But then, hey, look, it's Barbara, because the Batgirls are, talked her into coming. Hey, Barbara, what about, the Seer, is compromising your computer and such stuff. What did you do to prevent that? Don't know, because I don't know. The writer forgot to explain that part of the plot. Yeah. So first of all, no. There's a big drama about it, and then second page or third page. Oh yeah, I'm here and I'm being coerced into doing that. Boulder Dash. Anyway, so and then out of nowhere. Well, I'll be Barbara Gordon, is that you? And she turns around and it's Charles Dante. You know Charles Dante? No, I'm neither. I don't know this guy, but it seems that these are, I don't know, high school lovers or something like that, And he says, hey, Burnside College. I had longer hair back then. Hope I wasn't interrupting. And then she's get the, hey, who is this? An old fling? And then she's, no, you weren't, Charles. Just talking to myself. Bad habit, I guess. Of course I remember. How have you been? God, it's been years. So he explains that he was in Arkham, as a psychiatrist or doing therapy. But then he doesn't like that. And now he's here, has his own practice called Art therapy. What the hell is art therapy? Maybe you people can explain to me what that is. Never heard about it, ever. And then Barbara says, well, you are always quite the artist. I'm glad to hear you've been able to combine your passions. So, but he says, an artist is nothing without his muse. Oh, no. And then they are talking about that this guy's his ex and they want to know more, blah, blah, blah. But then people, they're going to this exhibition, are in an uproar. Now, why? Because this particular piece of art has been assembled by, I don't know, this not by Dante, but Antifa-guy, and they say, well, hey, that's my X station, that's my TV, that's mine, stolen from the kitchen. And then somebody says, hey, this is my bike, so they want to rip it apart, and then they're getting a phone call from none other than Antifa-guy, and he says, materialism, stuff, things, greed, stop, think what it costs you, the price of convenience. And so he talks about that this materialism is not important, and he wants to prove that somehow. So the Gotham machines grinds on, juicing us of our hours. We give it to the billionaires, the pigs, the bats, whatever other parasites decide to rise up and place a premium on products over life. But do not despair. You will learn. I'll be your tutor. Well, that's not what he says, but that's how I... So, okay. Yeah, capitalism bad, right? So Dante here is, I don't know, saying stuff that make me question if he's a good guy or not. But maybe they are teasing it a little bit because he says powerful stuff. I mean, stealing is bad, but art is meant to be challenging, subversive, even dangerous. And then he's just, for this whole page, he's flirting with Barbara, and Barbara is being a klutz, like a high school girl that's been hit on for the very first time. And she doesn't even do this, this thing with the pulling her hair behind her ears because, oh man, I like this guy so much, blah, blah, blah. And then he gives his card to her, and because he wants to make, I don't know, go out with lunch, etc. It's just, I don't know, man. So it seems that Batgirls are just looking for Antifa-guy, and they find him. And so Antifa-guy is just like all the other terrorists that, is robbing houses, beating up people, burning cities and stores for the message. But then when they called out or being, hindered by, let's say, people don't, let's say the police, they playing the victim because, well, police brutality, because it's something like this in here. So the Batgirls come here, and suddenly he says, perfect timing. I was hoping the Batgirls will make an appearance on my live stream. Yes. Go on, clobber me. Show the people of Gotham what happens when you speak out against the Bat family. My pupils, this is why we live in fear. So yeah, he's doing the victim, playing the victim card. But he forgets that he is the villain here. All these guys, man, so bad. Anyway. So the girl says, hey, screw it, we're gonna kick your ass. But then Antifa guys, the dialogue goes nowhere, by the way. So he says, nice play, Batgirl. You may not be the smartest or the strongest, but you are among the learned. What? Where does this come from? What has to do with it? What has that to do with the scene? And then he also says, and knowledge is always offenses to the ignorant, but you have been educated. You should count yourself among the lucky few. Like I said, it has nothing to do with this whole scene. So, I don't know. Cassandra is getting... No, not Cassandra. Why am I forgetting? So, we have Cassandra and Stephanie. Stephanie is being, I don't know, hypnotized again by something. And then Cassandra steps in and punches him with her very tiny, small arms. But, since this guy's a loser, he's yeah. He feels the punch or something. Feels the punch. And he's still talking and talking. Well, she's saying nothing. And he's saying stuff that has not been proven. Or, he's just come up with things. And I don't know, man. I mean, maybe he says, how many people have you killed? Would they consider you a hero? Where does this come from? She never killed anyone. Where did you get this information? You know, that's what I mean with people like this, also in real life. When they cannot win with arguments, they say they turn it around for, well, you did something bad too, and yours is way bad, worse than mine. Although there's no evidence that person has done anything. So, like I said, they are always playing the victim while being the villains, and so yeah, they are doing some juggling stuff here. I don't know what they are doing, and so Antifa-guy uses the commotion to escape, because that's what cowards do when they are outclassed. Anyway, so Barbara has, I don't know, mobile map, which looks pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had something like that. Not that I use a map or something for anything, but yeah, okay. So he has fled the scene because, I don't know, Cassandra has pulled a tracker on him, and she says, you did really well. Okay, cool. Let's go with that. And then, oh no, we have more villains. Remember the Saints? Yeah, they are in the picture too. So we have Antifa-guy, and you know, we have the Saints, we have the Seer, and then we have this murderer. You know, so there are 4 bad people running around in this comic in 3 issues. All right. God. So, and then the writer does break the 4th wall for whatever reason, because it's funny. So the writer says, you remember these 3, right? The Saints. They had a real cool intro in issue number 2. And if you didn't read it, you just have to trust us. Actually, if you didn't read issue 2, go check it out and come back when you're done. Go on. We'll wait. Like I said, I'm 100% sure that little girls are not really into this kind of stuff. I could be wrong, but probably not, because I'm convincing myself that this is not how it works. Oh man, the writing's so bad, in my opinion, of course. So yeah, one of the Batgirls is having a breakdown because he's feeling the weak link, and now we have to talk about feelings. And Cassandra compliments her, and she says, "No, I'm a loser," and she's going to her sleeping room, and yeah, they're going to bed now. Okay, so we have some, I don't know, stuff, and then she wants to call, Barbara wants to call Charles Dante. But then before she can, do anything, she's getting a call by Dick. Yeah, you know Dick, Dick Grayson. These are lovers or ex-lovers, I'm not entirely sure. And they say, hey, Dick, it's so good to hear your voice. What's up? The usual, sitting around, missing you. And so they are getting all cozy. And, hey, want to come over and unwind a bit, with me? And they said, well, I don't know. It's late. And he was joking around. But then the voice changed. And then, you're a loser. You're a loser. Surprised you even have a boyfriend. It can last, One day he's going to realize what you already know about yourself. You're trash. So, yeah, it's none other than Seer. So the big bad enemy in this comic, I believe, is a bully, not an evil person that wants to burn the world, kill people, or have contraptions and plans, and want to wreck the system with terrorism or something, or superpower villains. No. You're gonna get told that you are a loser, like loser. That's the big baddie, bullying. Because that's what people want to see in comics. Oh no, we have bullies. That's the big baddie. So she's laughing at him and saying, "Oh, I got Dick Grayson, and hey, maybe you should, I don't know, help or come here and I don't know, release him or something." And she says, "You're a liar. None of this is real. Do you? Ha 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 ha. I'm coming for you, Barbara. I'm coming to get you." So. If you are coming, so then this is not real, right? God. Anyway, so this is the end of the comic. So I'm not going to waste my time about it. It's not good. It's bad. It's trash. It's. Well, I can tell you everything what I think about it, but you can fill it in what I told you through this comic. This is not. It's trash. That's probably my favorite words when it comes to bad comics or bad written comics. I mean, I like the art. I must admit that. and the colors are nice too. But you know, this totally disrespect for the original characters, because I think these are, you know, self inserts by these so-called writers. You know, oh god. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.